Hi, everybody. I believe we're live. I think it's working. I'm not sure, so let us know if you hear us. But welcome back to another night of nuts in World War II. And today we're going to finish, well, I don't know if we're going to finish, but we're going to go into part 2 of my little nuts game that we're going to be testing out. Hello, gleeful. Wait a minute. You can't say hello and be in chat.
I was testing chat. I was helping.
I appreciate that. And in testing chat Glee, I guess you get to introduce who you are. Well, I guess I'll start. I'm Jacob from Avenue Studios. Welcome. You're about to watch a bunch of awesome people and friends roll some dice and nerdy family members and tell a good story. And I just butchered Dan's thing because I can't be Dan. I could be Jacob. And Dan is the owner of the studio if you're watching. And this is my son. Who are you? Perfect. And Skrat, who are you? Where can we find you? And why did you invent this system?
Do you want me to get into all that? I am Skrat from Squirrel Plays over on YouTube, doing TTRPG things, trying to make creative things. It's fun. Why did I make the game? Because I wanted to. I wanted to see if I could. It's also because D&D made me mad. It was therapy.
Therapy. Awesome. So it's a very fun system based off of being narrative. It's an unfettered tabletop system. And if you put those together, you get nuts. And so we are here. We're doing some more play testing. Our friend here, Skrat, and his other friend, Glee, who's a Kraken, in full.
I just keep getting downgraded each introduction.
Well, then who are you?
I'm going to be his associate.
I'm slowly upgrading our relationship, him and I, and downgrading yours, right? That's how that works?
You got to make room. There's only,
there's only enough script to go around. I'm just kidding. I love sharing. All right, before this gets weird, who are you?
Oh, I am the aquatic side of Squirrel Plays. I am found nowhere. You can only see me in the chats of the lovely servers of all these lovely people.
Awesome, sauceum. All right. I believe the music is working. Just checking levels of the voices. And we are.
Music?
You guys can't hear it. The stream can hear it. I'm still working on that.
Get music.
Because you get music when they update it that I can share a link so you can listen in. That's when you get music. It is April 26, 8 p.m. of 1945, and our players are playing the Allies in World War II. The Allies consist of mostly squirrels, but there's some other furry animals. To be exact, let me share an image of who we're playing tonight, just to give a quick recap. Who's playing the engineer?
That's me.
Dash me.
That's me.
And I'm going to make this quick because most of you people who are watching have already seen part 1. But for the people who have not, that's who Skrat is playing. Who's playing the machine gunner?
Me.
Say it nice and loud.
I am.
Who's I? I'm just kidding. This is Mason. For you guys who don't know, he's my son. He is feeling extra spicy tonight like I was the other night. Who's playing the medic?
I am.
No one.
Now, my real question for you guys is what happened last session?
We barely made it through the first town.
He's not wrong. We did run into a little difficulty.
I killed 3 guards with 1 knife.
Wait a minute. That's not how I remember it.
I did.
Glee? You're going to let him steal your kill like that?
I did, remember?
I don't remember the details. I remember we hid some bodies in the woods.
There were 3 guards we downed. He got 1 of them with his knife.
I got 2 because I snuck up behind, stabbed one, and I threw my knife at another because you couldn't get yours.
That's right. Because you also have the combo thing. That's right. I feel like you.
And then I destroyed another one that was in the spotlight.
Yep.
See, this is why I can't play XP-based games, because I don't keep track of this.
He does. He's got. So where are you putting these notches on your gun? You got like little scrape marks for each person you take out?
No.
Is that on your knife handle?
No.
Your belt loop?
No.
How you marking your kills, bro?
You just
remember in your brain.
I just remember.
He remembers looking each of them in the eyes as he takes their life.
Actually, all of them I hit from behind.
Then the squirrels' memories get bigger in the fall or whatever, so they can remember.
Is that a real thing?
I forget what season.
Was it in the fall or was it in the spring? So they can remember when they come out of the thaw.
Either one. I thought it was fall when they're.
So we're changing today's session to being lessons about squirrels. How's everybody like that?
I was
I'm
gonna say he
leaving.
remembers it now, but when the season changes, he's gonna forget. He's like, I don't know, I only killed one.
Something happened. I don't remember where it was.
Fine, I have marks on my knife.
All right. So I just want to check if somebody who's watching could post this in Avenue Studios that we're live, it would be great. And if you can't, that's okay. I'll forgive you. All right. So you guys just happened to make it into the edge of the woods. What you hear in the distance is gunshots and kind of crazy things happening, as I believe you guys made some distractions and just they're literally like putting bullets into the woods. But lucky enough, you guys, mostly actually, the medic used her awesome chemical engineering skills that go along being a medic
Pop rocks.
to make poppers that sound like bullets and make a distraction, and you guys were able to get away. And it actually had a couple of moments of rest within the woods, and so we did our take a breather, correct?
No, I was looking at my dice. I'm sitting at 3, so I don't know if we did or not.
I thought we did.
Like Lee said when we jumped in that we had a use of take a breather. So
Blaze's first time seeing Nuts live. Thanks for being here, Blaze.
I am unclear if we've used the party wide or if we didn't actually need to fully take a breath here and we were just narratively taking one.
I thought we took one and Mason failed and didn't get any back.
Yes, that's
Oh,
not what
alright.
happened. That's what.
I'm
Let's
just sitting
go.
at 3 then.
I have an idea. Let's go to each building and cause a really, really big fight, or each town. In each town, cause a really terrible big fight. On the other hand, let's not.
That is one strategy. I don't know if it's the best strategy.
Or
So
we can
the
just-
four of you, this is a chance for the 3 plus acorns to make a decision on how you want to do. For our viewers, do you guys remember why you're here?
Yeah, the Project Black Sun is some kind of power that is within the castle on the
I thought it was
mountain
black
or within the
puns.
mountain. And I forget how you described it exactly, like what we thought the project was, like if it was some kind of entity or force or resource, but we're supposed to get in, get information, try and stop it if we can, and hopefully escape with our lives.
Do you remember, Mason? Without looking at my notes, do you remember?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, you're very close. You're gonna get in, and your intel says that they were attempting to unleash some eldritch horror or maybe make a deal with the devil. You're not quite sure, but
Get in,
it's
blow it up, get out.
not good. How about that? That's what you're
Weird.
sure of.
We had talked about liberating every town while we were here, but
Yes.
I don't know what the GM has prepared, so I'm
Each-
willing to haggle.
Each town in this
I'm
area,
willing to do anything with you guys.
as far as we know, is
Just
under
shoot
occupation
shots.
with the enemy, and the enemy being lizard folk.
Now, there's lots of gunshots still happening in the distance.
Which way?
Towards the town that you came from.
Where we called this a ruckus.
Let's
Okay,
go
yeah,
to
so-
the town that's next to the, yeah.
So you guys do have a rough map, so you have an idea of like where to go. Obviously, it's not perfect or to
Which way is
scale.
north?
North is up on this map.
So let's go north. East?
But I was
No,
gonna say, if we want to
northwest.
liberate every town, we didn't exactly liberate the one we were just in, so I don't know how we plan on doing that.
So your primary goal is to interrupt or at least see what they're doing. And if they are attempting to make some kind of like pact or portal or something along those lines, shut it down. Like that is your immediate goal. Secondary goals are to possibly liberate the town, take out any anti-air defenses you find, and not die.
I believe last time our group had agreed that the best way to serve the towns was to deal with the greater threat first. Because that was something that we had debated when we were in that first town as to whether or not to start taking action. So unless we want to change the plan for the upcoming villages, they look like they might be a little bit smaller. Of course, being closer to the castle, they might have more defenses.
Let's go to the castle.
Do we want to cut through the woods here, or do we want to go stick into the road and go through another town? What do you guys think?
Let's stick in the woods. Because that other town could have heard of us and just shoot us down.
It's a good use of saving our resources. I agree. Other squirrel?
I agree. I said
good?
so. I said yeah. I was like, yeah.
Okay. You said yeah very quietly.
My bad. Let's do it.
All right.
Through the
Alright.
trees. I'll take two take a breathers for the road.
You only have one.
Give me another one.
How do you just get one?
He's the
I didn't even think we
engineer.
had the one since we ended the game using one.
He's the engineer.
Sorry, something's not working. Give me a second.
Well, it's not
You're all good.
working.
Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Can I play
Ah.
it?
Do you want us to narrate going through the woods, or do you have
Yes,
some stuff you
go
want to lead
ahead.
us through?
No, go through the woods. It's awesome.
All right, I got a D6. If I roll a 1, we're gonna. Oh, I just do it on the screen. What am I
Alright, well, I
doing?
was gonna say, do it where the people can see.
All right, if it rolls a 1, we have an encounter.
Oh, no. Just force the jam.
2, almost.
Bruh!
All right, so we saw a big scary bear, but he went about his way.
Okay.
I shoot him.
Oh, okay. Well, we're
What?
fighting a bear.
I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
there
I'm
is-
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So remember
He's a
that.
furry animal. He's on our side. Don't shoot the bear.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you really see a bear?
Sure. It was
Well,
a 2.
Guess I'll
And if
play
a
with this
1 would have got us an encounter, so maybe instead of a bear, we saw one of the patrols go by, and we just had to lay low.
All right, so that's not working. All right, cool. Something's not working, and I broke it. We'll just keep moving forward. You guys are traveling through the woods. It starts to snow. It's 8 o'clock at night. The sun has set. You do see a lone bear in the distance, but the question is it a wild bear or is it an ally bear? What do you do?
It's not an ally bear.
Wait a minute. How are you making this decision?
You asked.
You don't think it
Did
is.
ask.
You don't think it is, or you know it isn't? That's the real question, right?
Well, we'd probably have to do a proper roll to try and determine that. What's the challenge roll here, Chief?
3,
3,
3,
3.
3.
3?
Good thing.
This looks like an actual wild bear, not one of your friendly comrades that you've worked with before.
Then I'm shooting it.
Are you really though?
Oh.
Because listen, I don't ever like telling my players no, but I want you to think about something. You just walked away from a small village that was loaded with enemy troops that you personally killed 3 of, and you're in the woods, relatively on the run, kind of really on the run, and don't look at my screen. You're not supposed to be seeing that.
Seeing what?
Relatively on the run, and do you think pulling the gun and shooting the trigger right now is going to be a good idea?
No.
Okay, I appreciate
You
it.
can try.
I
And
mean-
You
we
have
can,
a
knock
knife.
it out of his hand.
I do have that do nothing against a bear.
The 3 of you are having this conversation about what to do with the bear, and the bear is just lumbering on through the snow. Do you want to follow the bear?
Send some of your acorns. Go make noise in the leaves, or have them look like berries. I don't know. Have them do something useful.
Oh,
Well, you're
mine?
the-
Or are you talking about his?
Yes.
Oh, I was like,
She was talking about your nuts.
oh, my bad. Yeah, I do have little acorn bots. I like my acorn bots, though. I don't want them to get eaten. So I'm all for just
Do they have a
Let-
self? Can they self-destruct?
no.
No.
You should have said yes. So that the bear can eat them, and then they can self-destruct inside of the bear.
But then I lose my acorn buddies.
The bear's not bothering anyone. Let's just continue forward.
Okay.
This is the
Fine.
medic being flustered. Glee is fine.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
All right. As you guys can begin marching forward, and you're making your way through the forest, but you do come to a scene where there is a little bit of smoke rising up in the woods. You can smell it, and I'm gonna drop us on a map.
I have my gun out.
That's a good idea.
Did
I
you ever
pulled my
put it
gun out.
away?
I mean, I didn't think we put them away, but
The medic will probably be stowing anything that's not actively being used, so I will not have any weapons prepared, should we be surprised.
I have a weapon prepared.
and so what you guys are seeing through the trees is there's a old hut. It looks like it's been a little bit of smoke rising, maybe not so much campfire smoke, but there is some coming out of the chimney. It's like an old log cabin essentially in the woods.
Check it out.
Okay.
I will. Yeah, that's me. That is not me. Here's the engineer.
I'll lead since I have a weapon out.
I mean, don't you guys all have weapons?
What?
Don't you all
I
have
have a
weapons?
very useless pistol.
I have a weapon out that can shoot more shots than his
All right,
pistol.
so
Probably.
keep telling me which way you go.
To the cabin.
You put
You're just
my
gonna start-
acorns out for me.
You're just gonna walk up to the cabin like without even doing or thinking about anything.
Are there traps?
Would you like
Would you
to
like to know?
search for traps?
I would like to know if there are traps.
All right. Well, it is a challenge rating of 18.
18.
The engineer's getting close.
We're gonna stay over here, kind of hidden, but also can I have my acorns?
Oh, they're not on the map. Sorry.
Mm,
How many do I give you?
There's just one token, but it's like it's a cluster of them.
There's your
That way-
cluster of
visual.
acorns. All right.
Yeah.
Mason, as your character begins to round this tree, you're realizing that there is a soldier standing by this tree, and he is currently urinating.
Okay.
So his back's to you. What do you want to do?
I throw my
How
knife.
dishonorable are you?
There could be more inside.
So I throw my knife so it's silent.
Okay. Sounds good. It is going to be... That's a pretty long throw. Did you want to try to get closer?
Then I don't do anything.
What?
Okay, I shoot him.
Do you signal to your other teammates?
Yeah.
What do you... Well, roleplay. Like, what do you do?
I signal there is a lizard guy over here.
And what do these hand gestures look like? Because if you're yelling it, I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah, we're a distance away. We can't see whatever you're seeing.
So realistically, for our viewers, Mason's 55 feet away, and they're from the target, and then equally distant to the medic and engineer.
Yeah, I definitely can't see anything yet from my point of view, so
Yeah, so it's very hard for you guys to see, but he's throwing up his hands.
yeah.
I actually don't think the engineer can see him, right?
Mm-mm. No,
Yeah, you're
but I'm
behind quite a few trees.
lying in wait anyway. So
Actually, technically, Skrat, I think your character can see him, the guy. All right, well, he's
well,
officially...
I don't see a token. So oh yeah, I do. I was looking
Yeah,
from
you
the
did. He's
acorn
hiding under the
point of view.
tree. So he zips up his pants and he grabs his gun and he starts kind of meandering this way. Are you trying to hide there?
I shoot him.
Just gonna pull the trigger. All right. How many shots you shooting?
How many shots do I have in one
Your whole clip?
clip? If I
100 rounds.
Then
Go
I'm
pull out
shooting-
100.
I'm shooting 25.
All right. Go ahead and we're going to roll a d12. Are you adding any challenge dice to this?
What's the challenge?
I guess I got to tell you that. It's going to be a 6.
I'll add 1.
Okay. So you're going to spend one of these. So you're down to 2. You ready?
You clicked it twice.
All right. Shots ring out. They graze this guy, and he starts panicking. 9! He starts yelling at you, and we are going to go into combat.
Yay!
He says, "Yay!"
I will spend my first turn cursing.
All right. As he's pulling triggers, what's the engineer doing?
That's a good question. I'm gonna duck over here, kind of like technically behind the house on the north side, but peeking my head around.
As you get there, you hear a lot of voices and activity within the hut.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my acorn man's is gonna. Well, let's see. That is Jacob. This is on you.
Yeah.
They're gonna charge straight towards the bad guy. Now, you're free to say that's super easy movement, don't have to roll, or you can say that's pretty far, he needs to roll, however you want to do it.
I mean, that is definitely a challenging movement, because I think as he's charging, the lizard guy's probably going to also start kind of pulling triggers in your direction. So you're going to have to beat a 4.
A 4. All right.
All right. Go ahead and complete your movement.
And then they're gonna start punching him.
I love it.
Do it.
Pretty punches.
Is it still a 6 or is it different?
That's going to be a 6.
All right, we'll burn a thingy.
All right. This guy is punching him. He's going to catch him in the thigh, and his knee's going to kind of pop a little bit, and he's buckling. He ain't doing too hot. But as your acorn does that, a guy steps out on the porch. A lizard guy with another rifle, and he pulls it up towards your acorn. And so your acorn, to dodge this, because he's focused in his back, it's going to be an 8.
You know what? He's expendable.
Oh, but
they're little acorns. It's a bunch of them, so they're just.
Wait, does he hit his teammate?
Snow flying. All right, medic. Bullets have gone wild. Clearly, your friends are in some trouble, and you're way back there. What would you like to do?
Well, I am cursing. We just got out of that village. What are these fools doing? And I'm going to. Am I correct in assuming this is kind of descending down these banks here?
Yeah, that's fine. Slide down through the snow.
I'd like to get close to the engineer.
All right.
I don't know what vague amount of movement I can be permitted, but I want to get close enough to help offer protection.
Trudging through all that
Capital P
snow.
protection.
Yep.
I don't know how that mechanic works. If Skrat can help me out.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. That's up to the GM. When you're in combat, you can do a movement and then the operation. The operation's using your skills and attacking things. Or I'm sorry, the operation's moving around and attack is attacking. It's a lot easier. The operation up to the GM. Like I said, if you're just basic movement, GM can be like, yeah, you're just moving A to B.
The movement's
Or
fine.
In my case, it was a long sprint and
Through
there was a
rocks
gun
and
aiming at
rumble
me.
and yeah.
Yeah.
So you make it there, and now she wants to attempt to apply protection. Is that what you meant by that?
Yeah. I don't quite know what that functionally or visually is like, though.
Do you have the protection skill?
I have it written down.
Okay. That's you can give temporary HP to one teammate or yourself, and it's each die that passes the challenge roll will give 1 point of temp HP.
Does the temp HP only exist during the combat, or is this until it gets used within this whole game?
I have it written as combat, but that's one of the things we're testing. Like if it can just sit there and float, or so for now it's just combat.
Okay. Well, I already said I was going to do it, so
Perfect.
we're playing chess. We'll say I'm committed to it.
And what does it look like? What do you could be like pumping him full of adrenaline, so he can like ignore being hurt?
Is there no magic in this setting?
We are the magic. Do you think?
Well, like, can I cast a barrier, or was that not quite fitting?
I was picturing more World War II, not so magical, but obviously they're summoning demons. So, tell me what your deity is if you want to call upon a holy barrier.
We're giant squirrels. Wouldn't that be
true,
kind of
we are giant
magical?
I just got called out.
Oh, good point.
Make up a deity right on the spot.
Yeah, I'm a medic, so my faith hasn't been destroyed by the sight of war. We'll say that I have a deity of the hearth and of home and returning home safely. So I have a little smoking hearth and chimney on a badge that I can take off of myself and whisper a prayer and stick it on somebody else. Just impale them with the pin. No, stick it to them. Stick with them, and then they get a temporary extension of the blessing of my deity.
Oh, I love it. All right, roll a 5.
Go for it.
Does she have to roll or no? Because she's using Hey, she rolled a 5.
So I got 1 temp HP.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, I was cursing. I got to you. I whispered a prayer, slapped it on, and was just like, now just stay out of trouble here.
Well, as that's happening, one of the lizard creatures is going to come running around the corner. Up top, I'm going to change view for our people here. So this is what's happening up here. And he's coming around the corner. Now, engineer and medic, you both are behind a rock. So the shots are going to be hard to hit you. So and he's also attempting to shoot both of you. Like, a little spray and pray here around the corner of the building. So I just need you to not roll lower than a 3, both of you. You're up next, okay? All right.
Also, I can't, since my acorn's in front of the house now, I can't
You
see
press
the Indian.
tab, it should switch.
Tab. Hey.
So, and then...
Oh, yeah, there's a guy over there. Okay.
So the bullets ping, 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 ping off of the rock in front of you and smack into the tree, and none of them hit you. So as this whole battlefield is, erupted in bullets and little acorns running around and prayers being sent to the god of hearth and home, what are you doing, Mr. Machine Gunner?
Shooting the rest 75.
You're all 75?
Yeah.
You're gonna just
That's
mag
the whole
dump?
mission.
We still have an entire mission.
Then I'll shoot 25 more.
All right, so we're down here, chat. Mason's character, the machine gunner, is moving in and just with his little Tommy gun, letting it have it. All right, you only have 2 challenge dice left. Do you want to spend another one into this?
You clicked 2 when I...
No, I right-clicked and left-clicked. It's fine, yep. Because right-click goes up, left-click goes down. That's why.
I'll spend 1.
Okay. And the challenge is going to be a 4 because that was a 4, not a 5. I was going to say 5, but then I thought about the acorn just punched him right in the thigh. Ready? Oh.
Now wait, hold up.
He's got the 11.
Mastered, so he gets to roll again.
Yep.
That was his crit. So
it was 11.
Damage.
Oh, bummer.
Wait, doesn't that hit him? Because it was.
Yeah, but you're gonna take him out because he actually already had some damage done to him. So, whap, 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 and then you just finally catch him in a couple of the right places, and boom, he is gonna go down, dead.
Another one fights the dust.
And then the machine gunner starts singing. Apparently.
I shoot him too.
All right, this one on the porch. No, your turn's over. This one on the porch is going to run and dive behind this tree, trying to gain protection. And as he does so, he's going to strafe fire across. And so I need the acorn to roll higher than a 4, and so is the machine gunner. Ready?
Yeah.
Hoo hoo hoo.
Oh
no.
acorn.
Acorns are going to get hit. That's going to take one of the acorns. How many acorns was there? 4?
Roundabouts, yeah.
Yeah.
He said
so-
that there was like an army of them.
So that was 3 left. So sound.
Well, I'm down. They're down to 1 hit, so
They're down
just
to
a
1
couple
hit
of acorns
total.
left.
Oh, okay. All right, engineer. What are you doing?
I gotta get back
Fire
where I
back.
can see him. I might let the medic do that. Let the acorns die in a blaze of glory here. They're gonna.
So it's hard to see, but there's a gunner. There's another soldier behind this tree right here.
Yeah. Trying to think, because I can only attack with 1. I don't have this mastered, so I think the acorns are gonna approach him, and instead of damage, like they're just gonna try and cause him to stumble and tumble, and so the machine gunner can get a clear shot.
You hear this?
So you attack him and drag him where I can shoot him.
Basically.
All right, roll
I'm more-
5.
instead of damage, I'm focusing on just.
Then I'll let loose all 50 ammo that I have left.
Roll 5. Ah! He's like swatting at these things. 9!
Genuinely startled me.
Oh, sorry.
Yo.
Oh! I love that he like drops to the ground. There's like the acorn starting to drag his leg across the snow into an opening spot so the machine gunner can fire. But we're gonna jump to the medic. What's the medic doing?
The medic is unsure how many people are actually around this cabin, so I'm going to stay tucked behind the rock here,
Alright.
up close with the engineer, if I may, and I want to reach around the rock to toss one of my many potions of things at this one over here.
This potion should be filled with boogers. So he gets stuck to the ground.
Well, the ground is covered in water in a sense, but we can do like maybe some kind of slime that is gonna make him more susceptible to the elements. Maybe it can hyper freeze him.
All right, love it.
Hyper freeze slime.
Roll 5. The correct answer would be 9.
Look how you command me, like you will roll a 5.
All right.
You
And
got
so
double.
this is like a super freeze potion kind of thing, or an elixir, I should say.
Yeah.
And is it, correct me if I'm wrong, Glee, but as it smashes on him, it starts to just kind of like lock up and freeze.
Yeah.
Love it. As the air and cold temperatures hit it. All right, machine gunner. We have an acorn dragging off this lizard folk.
I let loose all
The last 50
shots.
rounds.
Yeah.
All right. You
That
gotta
is
roll.
so bad.
Because of what acorn has done, you only need to be a 3.
Oh.
𝐒𝐥𝒏𝒕
What?
𝐒𝐥𝒏𝒕. I'm probably saying that way wrong. All right.
It's not Ich.
Oh, 𝐒𝐥𝐚𝐲𝐬 chi. Oh wait, wrong language.
No,
It's
Birdie getroffen?
Do all 50 shots hit him?
I mean, you're gonna light them up, but they don't. I mean, so shooting a gun has a lot of recoil, so it's squirrel jaw going. But this was priceless. This part, just this part. 𝐒𝐥𝒏𝒕. I don't know how to. I don't speak German. Sorry. Poor Glee. She just puts her head down.
We tried to learn German once upon a time, Blaze.
All right.
I tried to learn it for a
I
few
did
years.
too.
You gave up after a few
tri-
months.
I tried a couple times before that, and I didn't know any.
I know
way to
Guten
speak
Tag.
it.
I
And
tried
now
for
I got
2
like
days.
3 or 4 Germans in the server.
That's awesome.
Now I don't have that excuse.
All right, the machine gunner lets off a couple rounds, couple smack into the tree, dust flies, but some do find purchase. You're gonna blow a hole in his left arm, and you're gonna catch the side of his face. And now the beautiful white snow is covered in red blood.
I should have used explosive
It is
ammo.
terrible. All right, this guy here who's starting to freeze up, he's going to start kind of limping his way back into out of the way.
Isn't he frozen?
He's like, yeah, that's why he's not moving forward. He's like scraping his body against the wall. The ice is encapsulating him. He feels like he can't do a whole lot, so he's trying to get to a position where he can hide. And we're going to give this guy here who's like being dragged by the acorns is going to draw out a dagger. He's going to try to start stabbing at these acorns. And so I need the acorns to roll a 5, please.
Can I shoot the dagger?
You want?
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, you can. Click, 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 click. All right.
You can certainly try.
What's it look like as this dagger's coming at the acorn? Do I like catch his hand?
Hitting me in the face.
I hit you in the face?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Also, I forgot when we fail a roll, we get a skill dice.
Have we failed yet?
It's like the karma. I always forget. So
I failed.
You failed?
The acorn failed.
yeah,
Once.
I failed the acorn a while back, but other than that, I think we.
Yeah, I think we've been pretty successful thus far.
Wait, what type
But we've
of
gotten a couple that were right on.
Oh, normal armor piercing
Yeah.
and
All right, so the acorn catches the hand as the blade comes down to stab it, and they keep catching it and like thrusting off to the side. It looks amazing. Do you want to add to that, Skrat?
Oh man, they're like swinging all over his arm and everything. Maybe they're even biting the knife. I don't know.
I love it. All
They
right,
just start trying to disassemble it because they're little, mechanical dudes. They belong to the engineer.
well, engineer, it is your turn to respond to
Right.
this.
All right, so I can at least move him. I will have him peek around, kind of get a visual of what's going on. Is there a window?
There's a door right here,
That's it.
and then there is a window on the far side where the one guy climbed out of,
that's
who's probably going to climb back into. Now, technically, your character wouldn't know that, but the machine gunner can see the window, and
I can.
yeah, you can.
How? Through the door.
Yeah, through the
All
door.
right, so I'll
Sorry.
leave the engineer there.
Wait,
and
can
then
I see the
acorns are
guy
gonna-
like shoot through the door, through the window to the guy?
So how about you let Skrat take his turn?
I'm gonna leave the engineer there, and then the acorn dudes are gonna start pummeling this guy while he's on the ground.
Yeah, he doesn't look good. There's a lot of bloody red snow around him.
What are we rolling?
You're gonna roll higher than a 4. I give you that command. All right. What's that look like? Tell me how you kill that guy.
Brutally. They go for the head.
Splash! Brain matter and blood all over.
But I got 2 acorns, so maybe they just get them from both sides and just.
Ugh. Like body
You
slam him.
have 3 of them. Don't-
All right. Medic.
Do I know that that guy just died? Like, can I piece that together through sound?
Yep, sure. Definitely a lot less
Okay.
gunfires happening.
Yeah. So my character is going to assume the only one remaining is the one that was starting to freeze.
That was a good assumption.
And make her way around the cabin. Well, actually, hold on. Let me think about how I want to do this. I want to make my way around the cabin going towards my teammates, and I am going to, like, abruptly almost shoulder the engineer to push my way around him. Because my goal is to get to the guy who's freezing before we can kill another one who might have information. And she's just gonna be grumbling to herself. She's so upset. Just all this waste. What do we just spend an ammo like we can just dig it out like acorns? And absolutely not. And I'm going to hustle over to the frozen one to see how far he's been encapsulated, or if there's a way I can start to restrain him.
So you're gonna spend. So as you run past right here, your character can probably see in here. There's a guy waiting, and he's got an MP5, and he just unloads it on you. Can you
Cool.
can you roll me higher than a 6 to complete your movement without dying?
Yeah.
Or sorry, without getting shot.
oh.
You won't die.
You know, whatever you say happens. So if I want to do a challenge roll or a challenge die on this, can I do 2 d12s? Is that correct?
Yeah, you can add as many dice as you want to any of the
Okay.
rolls.
Well, as long as you
For
have
some
the
reason
challenge
do
die to
not
do it.
have
Yeah.
the number of dice written down anywhere, so
It should
if
be
someone tells me
represented
no,
by
my
the
resources-
karma.
Well, if she's been ticking them off.
I have not.
Yeah.
Oh.
So please correct me when I have wrong amounts of dice.
let me take a look. We're gonna say you're down to 3, 2, 3. How many you start out with?
Start with 6, but
Alright.
we had all
How did I
used them
start with
last
3?
time, so.
So you're because you failed the rest. All right, so you're down to 3.
Okay.
And you
I'm
roll,
indicating that with karma?
Yep.
Okay, so that's accurate.
and then you roll the success, so you can continue finishing your movement. As you get around the corner, you're gonna see there's this one who's all iced up from you, and he's leaning up against the wall, and he's actually trying to reach for his Luger, and he's like pulling it up to point it at you. But he is definitely like shivering and shaking in his hand, and like he cannot raise it enough to get it to a lethal spot. He's really struggling.
Okay. If I still have a wee bit of movement, I would like to come up on him and knock that device out of his hand and like force his arms down to stick them in the icy goo that's coming up his body to like. further
Oh
solidify it.
man, that's terrifyingly like I thought you were a nice person, Glee.
I mean, we're just cocooning him.
Yeah. How terrifying! Like in real life, that'd be so
nature.
terrifying. Like if all of a sudden I'm like icing up and it's going up my body, and somebody forces my hand in it, and now it's like gonna
I'm not
take me out.
blowing his brains out. We're just,
That's quicker.
Yeah.
he might know something. Everyone else is,
No.
waste. It's terrible.
You probably wouldn't stand here in the window where this guy's gonna start shooting at you again, right?
That's a great point. I am not going to stand there. I'll be over here.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna be in the move. He doesn't have much in him to fight, so just don't roll me a 1.
She's gonna roll a 1.
If you roll a 1, though, you're gonna
Here
touch
we
the.
go.
2 ones.
Yeah, 2 1s. All right, and so he's panicking. It's all of a sudden you knock the gun hits the ground, and it's just icing up his arm, and he looks at you with these hateful eyes, like maybe he just wants to eat you. Machine gunner. You have no active targets in front of you.
I'm gonna go. What type of gun does the guy first? Yeah.
MP5, light machine gun.
Can I take that?
Yep, so you can. Yeah, it's roleplay, bro.
I'm gonna take his gun.
All right, run forth, pick up the gun, slide that hammer back, and point it towards the door. Does anybody like communicate like, "Hey, we got one in here," or anything like that?
Well, they shot at me. That feels
I
communicated.
saw the bullets.
I saw the bullets.
Well, I saw.
Just the bullets.
I meant I saw.
No, you're good. You're good, dude. I'm sorry.
I go.
You're being cute.
I go with the gun that I took. What do I do with my gun? Can I just like?
I pictured yours
I
was on
put
a
it on my
sling.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That,
And I
All
just
right.
go with his gun and I shoot. I just shoot.
engineer from the room next to you, you hear the after a clip is loaded into the gun. What do you want to do? Can you not hear me? What happened? Uh-oh.
He's thinking.
I
Skrat.
thought it was still Mason's turn.
No, his turn's over.
Oh,
We just set you up to
Oh.
ask what you would like to do.
Okay.
okay. Well, very well. The engineer is going to scoot right here, having seen the gunfire come from there, and he's
It's all
going to
the
get in that
bullets.
position. Yeah, the acorns are going to lunge in there at that guy, but
Charge
since
him.
engineer's by the door, he's going to kind of scoop him up and yeet him in there, give him some extra help. as he's running.
Love it. Now, he was essentially preparing for somebody to come in here. So I'm going to Acorn. So with the extra help, what is the Acorn trying to accomplish at the end of the movement? Just kind of start punching at him? Disarm
Yeah,
him?
it's lunging at him, so he's gonna. They're running full speed. Engineer Squirrel scoops him and throws him in there like a grenade.
Love it.
So they could be bouncing off the ceiling or whatever else they got to do.
Oh, this is beautiful. Roll me higher than a 5, please, because he is going to fire.
Cocoon.
Whew. All right. I love the idea that the one acorn jumps off the ceiling and just beelines right into him, knocking him back. He drops the gun, and as he drops the gun, he's going to pull his knife out and start trying to swipe at the acorns. But we're going to jump over to the medic. This guy is trying to break free. You see him kind of like he's gonna try to bite you, and he's like trying to come at you. What do you do in defense?
Punch him in the face.
No, not you, the medic.
I've already given protection away, so I will have to be proactive here. Do I have like basic equipment on me? Like, would I have some? What could I use to like stick him to the house?
You probably have a knife on you.
How's the knife stick him to the house?
Stab it through his shirt right into the wall.
I'm gonna go with Mason's idea. If I have rope with me, I'll try and like tie it, because then it'll start getting encrusted in ice, and we're really gonna solidify that this man cannot move.
Do you have a way to stop it before it takes over his face?
Say stop.
Yeah, eventually.
Cool.
It's called a campfire. We'll figure it out.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're just going to wrap him up and then leave him here. He's not going to go anywhere unless he wants to like slither.
Awesome. So he's trying to bite you as you do this. Can you roll me higher than a 4?
44.
Roll.
Oh!
Take a breather.
Oh, we just earned our take a breather back. All right, Glee. How the medic just absolutely like almost gracefully wraps him up in this rope, and it's locking with the ice. And I love the idea, like right at the last moment, he goes to snap his jaws at you, and you take the rope and just like loop it up and yank his face down right in the ice. It's like his chin gets stuck, and the ice starts going around his jaw.
What if you tie it around his neck so that the slimy goo can't get past
it's
the
ice.
Rope? Ice stuff. So it can't get past.
Still
like,
creeping
it can't.
ice goo.
It can't get past his neck, and if he tried to escape, he'd probably faint.
Well, right. I love when it's your turn and you do some cool icy goo stuff. You can say that.
I
but
don't have icy goo stuff.
Okay.
Maybe if you're nice to the medic. Yeah, I'm good with kind of wrapping it around his snoot, and I'm gonna kind of pull him close as I tighten it, and just growl at him. I am a medic. I make great tourniquets. Do not test me. And then come back around the side of the cabin.
Love it. Mason, that was very creative and I enjoyed it, but it was her turn, okay? But now...
Just giving ideas.
I know. And that was a great idea, bud. All right, it is now your turn. You just watched the engineer help yeet his acorns into the room, and you definitely heard some oof, shing. That's pretty good, right?
I'm going to go in there and just shoot him.
All right. Run in there. You're a little unfamiliar with this gun.
I'm just kidding.
But as you run in there to shoot him...
What if I put the gun in my sling and have...
No, you're good, bud. I mean, if that's what you want to do. All right, you have one challenge dice left. Would you like to put it into this?
Well, what's my... How high do I have to roll? Well,
oh, you have to beat a 4.
No.
Okay.
You got this.
You got this. You hear the encouragement? Yeah, buddy. All right, Mason, you stride into the cabin with the MP, with the gun, and just... And he slumps up against the wall. And I love this idea. It's like as the acorn bounces off of him, and he is going to slide down the wall ever so slowly. And we are out of combat.
I steal his gun too.
So now you're going to carry 3 guns. Okay.
And the other guy that died too.
Okay.
We need extra equipment and ammo. When she said stop wasting ammo, that made me think. Steal their guns.
This is very true.
All right. So, well, I guess since you're having a conversation, instantly, machine gunner, you say, let me hear your best squirrel marine voice.
Hey, my squirrel.
Perfect. And so you say that voice nice and loud squirrel voice that you're gonna go collect the ammo.
I'm gonna collect all the guns and ammo.
This is just a giant burly
Yep.
marine squirrel.
Big old gun-eater squirrel. Speaking in the
cigar
best-
hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, what is the roleplay like right now?
It's taking a breather. That's what I'm doing.
Well, what type of gun does the other guy have that's in the corner?
Most of them had MP5s. One of them had like a longer single-shot bolt-action rifle, like a Mosin.
I'm gonna just grab them all and ask anybody if they want another.
So you're
gun.
gonna drag all their ammo and guns into the room. Okay, as you're doing that, engineer and medic, what are you guys doing?
Can we take a breather? Is everybody good for that, or? Yeah.
If we can, while we do the breather, I can build a bit of a campfire to keep at least this guy's face thawed.
Yeah.
Which I will do by pressing him down to the ground, face towards the fire.
All right.
I
love
shoot
it.
him.
Not enough to singe him, but enough to get the message across.
Mr. Blawface. Great question. So are you gonna build a fire in the fireplace in the house? Like here?
I was under the impression the house was a bit more dilapidated, but if we can, then yes.
It's
I'd
been
rather be
essentially
in the
it's been
house.
so as you come in here, you're actually gonna fully understand that this has been like ransacked and probably actually you're gonna see some like old Eastern European squirrel granny probably lived here, a little small family lived here, and they had taken it over, so it's just been disheveled. So you could probably move it and light a fire in here. Well, that's what you are doing. The engineer
Wasn't
spent
there already a fire?
well, there was a small fire, but but the medic's gonna make it bigger. He's gonna lay his
keep it warm.
Perfect.
I'm gonna get the guy's gun and knife so that he can't attack us while he's like if something goes wrong and the fire like melts him fully, I'm gonna like get all his weapons.
It's a good idea.
I
Very
feel
good
like the
idea.
weapons might be currently frozen to his body, but if you can,
You knocked the gun out of his hand, didn't you?
no, I just threw a potion at him.
No, you knocked the gun out of his hand when you were gonna.
When you
tie him
kicked,
up.
you did say you knocked the Luger out of his hand when
Is that a gun?
Ah,
yeah.
okay, that thing. Yeah, it's outside.
That's a pistol. The Luger's a pistol.
I go pick it up.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And so our wonderful engineer, you spent 3 dice and roll the 1.
Yeah, I failed my take a breather. So the other 2 party members need to do theirs too.
All right. How many do you want to spend into your take a breather? So you only have 1 challenge dice left. So you can spend up to 3, Skrat.
I'm gonna spend.
Your root die plus up to 3. Yep.
So you can actually roll 4.
I'm gonna roll.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna remove the root die thing later. That way it's a lot easier to understand, and
I'm
it
rolling
doesn't
4.
change the odds that much.
What do you mean you're going to remove the root die?
Well, just for the take a breather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That way, it's a lot easier to understand.
Hey, you didn't roll 1.
die for each.
So does that mean he gets 4 back?
3.
3 back. So that's
Root
where
die
it gets
doesn't count.
confusing.
I
Okay.
get 3
Yeah.
back, so I get 1 more.
All right. Well done.
Fail.
So what's that look like? So you're is this just reinvigorating that you have all this guns and ammo? So that's how you feel better.
Yes.
You're like, oh yeah, let's go! But in your squirrel voice, say that.
Oh yeah, let's go.
See, it makes sense because the gunner, he's got such muscle from lugging around all this machinery that there's so much room for muscle, not enough room for lungs.
So
Well, if you're gonna talk in character, you gotta be in character voice now.
we should divide up all the guns and share them. I'll take the pistol. And
He gets
one of
first
the
dibs.
and one of the other guns. I'll take the pistol, the rifle, and my gun.
It's a great
Take
squirrel
one of
voice.
That really is. I'll take one of the MP5s or 4s. I guess what they are.
I think they're MP4.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So is the medic? Are you gonna roll a recovery die here?
Is she
Yeah,
gonna-
I'd like to.
is she
I'd
gonna
like
take
to
the
just
other
get one
gun?
of the challenge.
Take a breather die. Sorry.
Are you
One
gonna
of the
get
challenge
the other
dice, so I
gun?
roll 2.
Well, how many are you trying to? Well,
Just
there
one.
you go. All right, so you actually get an extra one.
Hi,
'cause you rolled a
Zexania.
12.
So I get 2.
That's awesome.
Very good.
So if you roll just the root die, do you still get 1 if you succeed?
You cannot roll just the root die.
Hence why you're taking it out. All right.
Yep.
Thank you. So for all of our viewers, first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for calling my son adorable, Zexania. She likes your voice. You might want to keep it up and nice right into the mic. We're also playtesting a little bit, and we're helping Skrat here organize his nuts. Wow. Thought about that before I said it. But the system itself, trying to help flesh it out. Man, that just doesn't work. All right. And so you guys are going to spend a solid, let's say, 15 minutes in here, and the guy's face is starting to kind of melt, and he's groveling a little bit, but the rope is still tight around the snoot. You're pretty much just keeping him alive, allowing him to breathe. And you got guns and ammo all organized, and you're collecting it, and this is really cool scene. It's getting blustery outside, but you guys are kind of cozy in here for the moment.
Is the medic taking one of the guns?
Ask the medic.
She
Go ahead.
probably should have one. I just didn't really picture that happening because I don't know correct terminology, so I was avoiding dealing with it.
You don't have to be accurate. We're just here to have fun. You can just say it's a rifle. That's fine.
Sure, I will have a gun.
I took the rifle.
You also find 2 stick grenades.
I'll take them.
Somebody else have those.
All
I'm
right.
gonna put on my sheet plus gun.
All right. Were you
Taking the grenades.
when you
I'll take the grenades.
can we clip that? Can we clip the high pitched voice? I'll take the grenades.
Actually, let's have the engineer have the grenades because those acorns of yours, they're not looking too good. If you're gonna run out of those, you still need something, and those are close enough size, shape. You should have them.
I agree. I also have no challenge dice.
I disagree.
Well, you're outvoted.
We'll split it. You can have one, and I'll have one.
Fine. Fine.
I mean, can you picture this acorn running with a stick grenade at the enemy? Because it's
Or I take them both. I'll take the grenades.
all right. You guys are. So what's the goal? This guy starts kind of growling, trying to get his snout free.
Does anyone speak the enemy tongue? Or do your acorns translate? What do they even do?
No, they don't talk.
Nobody in our group speak German. Was this a waste?
I do.
Great. Well, I'm gonna take my knife and slice the rope off of his mouth so he can at least talk.
He hisses at you.
I bonk him on the nose.
He rubs his snoot
With what?
Aren't his
with
hands
his face on the. Thank you for reminding me that I'm tied up.
Good.
Oh, coffee.
So yeah, I'm gonna have the gunner come over and we'll just keep this general. Tell us everything you know. What's going on with the mountain?
You furry little pieces of crap, I tell you. Oh, this land belongs to ours. Get off.
I shoot him.
No, you don't.
I
Here to
point
translate.
my gun at him.
So you're actually translating. What do you say?
He doesn't like us. He thinks this is his land. He doesn't
His
like
land?
us. He thinks it's his land.
Your guess. I thought you could speak the language.
I can. Not.
Oh, What do you think? It's too late now. He's already awoken a beast. I'm sure of it.
Well, what did he say?
He thinks that the beast is already awakened.
The beast, huh? Well, if it's a beast, it's it's a thing, and if it's a thing, it can be killed.
What beast? What does it look like?
Answer the question.
Oh, it looks like only the best kind of reptilian. Was I saw it coming out of that?
A dragon?
Yes, a dragon. How'd you know?
I
It's a
studied.
dragon.
I had to study reptiles to know their weakness.
I'm surprised the gunner could read.
I guess muscle's not his gun manuals.
They're very weak to really big, loud farts.
I'd have to fact check that.
They faint.
The gunner secretly is like one of those people. It just comes out of nowhere. He's like, he knows the exact velocity that it takes the bullet to pierce so many inches of metal and all this everything.
Yeah, he knows what grain of bullet to use for which distance and how to penetrate which amount of metal. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, what are you doing with this guy? He's not going to give you a whole lot more information.
I'm shooting him. I purposely miss him so he gets really, really scared.
Wow. Okay. Now you got to roll a die and beat a 4.
Okay.
All right, you shoot him.
I shoot him in the hand. That is frozen. Wait, does it break the ice? Yeah, it would break the ice.
No, you kill. He's dead. He's no longer with us.
Okay. Well, there goes our
Plus 10.
information.
Plus 10. You shot him and then said, "Well, there goes our information." I just want to make sure that we all heard that. Here, lean forward. All right, what's your plan of attack? You guys want to continue towards that village?
Let's search the house.
Was there another
Cabin.
village between us and where we were going?
Yes, there was.
The rodent death squad forever. All right, so I'm gonna. Well, better luck next time. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm gonna put us on the map. So you guys essentially traveled towards the other village a little bit, right? So let's go region map.
Let's go to the
Activate.
castle.
We're gonna zoom in a little bit here. And so you guys know there is another village to your east, probably about another like 15 or 5-6 miles. And but you found this hut on the edge heading up. And mind you, this elevation is increasing as you guys are going into like more like rocky, hilly land and stuff like that. But you know that you're relatively on the edge of this forest. Now, of course, you don't have a GPS or nothing, so you're going off of your rough maps and trying to coordinate where you are.
Where's the hut?
It's right in here.
Then, are there guards? Are there guards?
For the village.
No, for the hut.
You're in the hut.
I thought you meant. You
We
said
are the
that.
guards.
You said that there is a hut.
No.
I thought you meant a different one.
You squirrel's talking to somebody in the sky, guys. Is you okay with this?
Just walking along.
All right. Who's the leader of this group?
Me.
Which direction are we going? I hope you guys are in for a ride.
Let's go.
We haven't been on one yet.
Let's go throw a grenade at that village.
You've already killed that guy. We didn't even get everything we could have out of him. I'm sure of it.
Let's go to the castle. Skip the village. And I start walking off towards the castle.
Is everybody good with this?
We're gonna lose this war.
Right.
We have grenades and a ton of weapons that I stole.
We're gonna make the medic somewhat spiritual. So before we leave the hut, she'll put some kind of blessing around the hearth and wish the previous residents peace in either this life or the next, wherever they may be.
Roll me a d12 for fun.
D12.
Awesome.
7.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I'm good to continue on.
All right. As you guys continue forward, you're going to come across some trails in the woods, and you are. I'm going to drop you on a map again.
Yay, another map.
Like Dora the Explorer vibes.
With a big old machine gun.
You got terrifying.
What's plus 20 feet mean?
You're 20 feet in the air.
Why is the med not
It is.
engineer?
So you guys are going to come up to this scene here, and it's a bridge that goes over a frozen river. And before we even get to this pathway that goes over,
I throw a grenade at the bridge.
hold on, let me explain the scene first, and then you can start throwing grenades. You're going to see a couple of soldiers that seem to be stationed that are they look like they're pretty much guarding the pass up here. But one of them is going to have a much heavier gun than you have seen, and I'm going to put a
Like mine?
he's got like bean bag, what are they called? Sandbags. Thank you. He's got sandbags up here.
How do we
and-
know there's a guard there if there's sandbags? Oh wait, we're
No, he's like
elevated.
on them, holding position. They seem nervous, like maybe they've been alerted of something, like they're trying to guard a mountain pass or some kind of like hidden passageway or something like that. So, how would you guys like to approach this situation?
I load explosive ammo, my 100 explosive rounds into my gun.
That's probably a good idea.
No, I'm using my rifle actually. I'm gonna use the rifle and shoot the one that's not on top of the. Well, I'll shoot the sandbag one. I shoot the sandbag. Well,
What-
can I see him?
Do you want to maybe talk with your friends before?
Should I shoot the sandbag one or the other one with my rifle that I'm loading?
Let's try a less gun-related approach this time.
Grenades then?
Say how far down, like
Less
under the
ammunition.
bridge? It's that
What we
20
had
feet.
20 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the plus 20.
Oh, I thought that. Okay, yeah. I was thinking that was from this. So we can
jump
pretty
off.
much just walk down.
Yeah, you want
To
to
the
sneak
left
down and go across and see if you get into a better position?
Yeah.
Why don't we
Is
cross
it-
over there? There's a path.
Is it to the left here?
Yep.
Is that how we get down?
Yeah, you want to slide down that with it. All right. So if you want, you're going to try to stealthily. Yes, I have a young murder hobo. Thank you. You want to try to stealthily climb down this pathway?
I think so. Is this kind of scalable right here too?
I mean, anything's scalable with the proper dice roll.
Hmm.
That's true, but
Ha.
is this more scalable than, say, this vertical surface right here?
This one looks a little easier to climb than this one. Let's take a quick pause. I want to announce DM Tales. We're going to see you in like what, 4 days, 5 days, 3 days? I don't even know what today is. That's what I'm struggling with.
It's Tuesday.
Thanks, buddy. 𝐒𝐪𝐿𝐼 is this weekend. Anybody in the New Jersey, Palmyra area? Of course, we're driving from Rochester, New York area, and we could pick somebody up. We have room for probably one more, but we're heading down to a con if you're in that area. 3 days. Thank you, DM Tales. I'm so out of time. But he's about to put the link in the description in YouTube. Go ahead and check it out, and we look forward to seeing you in a few days, and then you can make fun of my murder hobo child. All right, let's dive back into the game. Our soldiers are about to try to cross this ravine. It looks like there's some icy water. There's some guys up north of them that are positioned with a heavy machine gun and sandbags, and they're about to climb down a side, hopefully sneak across and then climb up. They were discussing this, so.
Oh, I have an
here's
idea.
my plan. I'm thinking I'm gonna go down. How do I? Y'all can see this when I do.
Oh
this, right?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go down here, hop across this log, and kind of hide out over here. And some of you can go over yonder way. That way they're looking over that way.
I was thinking because I have the rifle that I should go where the log is on top of from the ice on that rock and just point the gun at one of the guys. and
That's
just
not high
fire.
enough. You won't
It's
be able
not?
to see them. No.
So
Then-
here's the plan. They're looking at you guys over here, and since my acorns are down to their last limbs, I'm just gonna let them walk a grenade up to the gunner nest.
Oh, very good.
Sneak a grenade.
All right. So for all of you to get into this position, I need you to roll 5. So I'm going to move your tokens. It doesn't mean you're exactly there, but it's just kind of representing the direction you're trying to go. Is that okay?
Sure.
So the acorn is going to go across the bridge with a grenade.
No.
Oh.
No. I was gonna go.
Sorry.
I'm
Already
sneaking
wrong.
down here.
Already wrong. That's exactly why I wanted to ask. Okay.
Yeah, and then. Oops. I didn't mean to
Inside
do
of the
that,
wall.
but
Is
I
there a
didn't mean to
rocket
move
inside
all
of the
around it,
wall?
but they're gonna make noise over there, and while those guys are hopefully staring down that away, I'm just gonna
Right.
kind of like push the acorns up to the top while they're holding the grenade, and they're just gonna walk it over there.
All right. Roll me
Must be a
some.
distraction. I feel like that won't be a problem.
Roll me some 5s.
Okay.
What did you say? Fast. All
Do you
right,
want-
this is my
you
want- I'm
last
using one.
die.
Mason's using 1.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we're all good.
Oh man, I'm going to have to start putting 10s on these challenges. All right.
No.
I'm going to paint the scene. The medic and the machine gunner begin to move east, and going across the water. There's a couple of the ice. There's a couple like cracks that echo through the area as the engineer and his acorn daintily hop across to the log, scamper up to the rock, and then get into a really cool position. And as those cracks go up, and the medic and machine gunner kind of make their way over to here, to the east of the map, the heavy machine gunner, hey, what is that over there? And so they turn on some lights and they're trying to like see what's happening. And they're gonna start firing shots in that direction. None of them are gonna hit. They're just kind of just like warning shots, And the acorn's gonna, with the grenade in his hand, is he gonna throw it, or is he gonna run over and just?
No, to guarantee, try and reduce.
Yeah,
the
so
room for
sacrificing.
error, he's
Yeah.
just gonna walk it right up to him.
Yep. Oh man, beautiful, glorious explosion. There's sandbags. There's snow flying. It's
Two dead bodies.
body
too.
parts.
So probably an acorn on each end of one of those big stick grenades too, just running it.
Absolutely. All of it. All of the above is happening up here as the acorn blows up. Now, this guy over here, he is. Anybody roll critical? No, nobody roll critical. Okay, he is actually going to be knocked prone and thrown back a little bit just because of like diving away from the explosion. So he's going to dive into in behind these bushes, but he's definitely been hit. A piece of shrapnel struck him in the buttocks.
Can I see him?
What is? Nope. Actually, he's behind a tree and a rock. So, machine gunner, medic. Well, let's do medic first. Medic, what do you do?
I trust that the engineer got the mission done, so I'm going to start making my way, quick strides up the path to where the main explosion was.
Okay. As you get to here, you hear the somebody's still living up there.
No more sticky ice grenades.
You hear some heavy breathing, medic. Do you say anything to your teammates?
As the gunner comes up close to me, I'm gonna lean over and say, "Do what you do best. Sounds like we got a scraggler."
Engineer, what are you doing?
If I am able, I don't know why I put that on there. There it goes. Am I able to not fully climb up, but kind of poke my head over this?
Yeah, you want to
ledge
like
and
get up on this ledge and take a look?
Yeah, see what I can see.
Yeah.
All right.
You see this guy kind of like crawling. He's like putting his back into the bushes. It's a slight. You can see like he's definitely huffing and puffing. You can't see very well, but you definitely see he's on his bottom, his back facing to the east.
Well, I will take this snazzy new MP4 somebody gave me and just start
All right.
shooting that away.
It is going to be a DC of 6 because you're trying to like balance on the edge on these like
Yeah.
rocks and trying to shoot up there.
Yeah, as long as I'm staying covered. And I got no dice, so hey.
Oh man, he's going to get wrecked.
Yes.
Should have seen me freeze a guy earlier. Yes, Glee. All right. And so now after those bullets rang out in the night, all you hear is silence and the wind blowing, the snow gently falling. And as you guys walk up to this scene, it's quite a grisly mess. Dirt, sandbags, blood.
Are there any acorn bots left?
No
I will
acorn
take what
bots.
pieces are left.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the gun. Did both guns? Did one gun get like?
Oh,
destroyed?
this gun's gone.
I'll take the other.
This
guy's
is
gun.
very exploded.
Yeah. Awesome. And so as you guys are sitting here in the snow, it's actually the snowstorm or the little bit of snow that has been going through is going to start letting off. And so you're left with, as this like snow cloud leaves and the moon shines bright, you can see the castle that you're going up on the mountainside as you kind of look up this path and you realize that this is like a back path that goes up, and you're just looking up there and it's just looming in the moonlight in the distance. What do you guys say to each other?
Good job, engineer. For controlling acorn bot.
Well, I'm a little saddened about my bots.
You can figure out how to fix them.
Console the engineer. Also, can I get my pin back? You know, I know you're in mourning, but I really could use that back.
That I will drive it into her as hard as she did me.
I gently placed it.
Do you mean this?
Firmly.
pin?
Gently but firmly. A doctor's hand.
Gently but firmly. Awesome. Cool. Well, we are in a very unique situation here. I actually have 2 more maps planned, but we do not have the time tonight. Tomorrow is a school night. Somebody has to go to bed. It is almost 9 p.m. And Dan and Kristen are going to be live on Signal Screams in about 7 minutes. So if you're enjoying this, like, subscribe. Go check out Skrat's channel at a Squirrel Plays. No, a Squirrel Plays. Or yeah, I guess that works. Either way. You also have a Discord that's open. Go hang out with him. He's awesome. He Benjamin, you also wrote a book, Skrat, right?
Yeah. I am all of those names.
Hey, it's better than General Commander Manmaker. Go check out his book. It is a wonderful read. Michelle might actually read it to me on our way down to 𝐒𝐫𝐶𝐽, because that is the best way I consume books, by my wife's beautiful voice. Skrat, I'm really enjoying this game. Narratively, I'm starting to actually feel it now that I've ran it twice. Well, I've ran it more than twice, but I can see what you're trying to get here. I'm feeling it. Actually, I can see where you got the inspiration from EZD6 from. So I'm feeling that too, which I really like. Obviously, we're not hitting the basis of everything because we've barely talked about the skills that you guys have. We have... Yes, I just got your message, Skrat. He sent me a picture of... Actually, I'm sure I can share this on screen, right? There. That's Mason's character when he's done. That's awesome.
Wasn't this supposed to be a one-shot?
Yeah.
Listen, one day I'm gonna have to sit with somebody and show them that every one shot I've prepared for Avenue Studios has always been way more than a one shot. But you know what? I'd rather be over prepared than scrambling being underprepared. So, but I've had a lot of fun. I love the narrative driven. Obviously we're on a stream, so I try to keep things flowing, but I would love to see this at a non-stream table where you're really getting into the...
Will.
I know, I'm excited.
Coming up with
Yeah.
our little just chill game we're gonna do because that's not gonna be streaming. We're just gonna be hanging out.
So, and I think it'd be better for people too, because sometimes when you're on stream, you got a lot going on here, and role play doesn't always just happen, right? And it gets a little bit more difficult. I think that we could get into it a little bit more. What I really about this game is right now is 48 pages on a PDF, not even. I think that's with
48 slides in PowerPoint.
48 slides in PowerPoint to be exact. Very easy to consume, very easy to figure out. But also there is room for some crunch and stuff. So it's pretty exciting. So go check it out. We're probably going to be doing more of this DM Tales. We just love Skrat's nuts. So if you're interested in playing with us, always check out our Patreon. And you can play all kinds of other games with us too. Also, I want to shout out Blaze and Peter, both recommended Avenue Studios to look at a product. So we'll see if that comes up. Thank you for sharing us. If you guys know anybody who's making some tabletop RPG stuff, have them hit Skraturdays up. Skrat's actually really good at writing the review. We're just really good at playing it. And I wouldn't even say we're that good because we get wild. Awesome. Skrat, you have anything you want to add to that whole exit that I just rambled on about?
DM Tales is wrong for twitching at PowerPoint.
Honestly, though, you're really good at PowerPoint. Like, you make PowerPoint, 1, look easy, 2, look clean and fun.
I never used it for work. I didn't start messing with it till, I started getting into YouTube.
Yeah, even though you have access to the full Adobe suite.
Ow, you doing that? Excel is where I shine during the work. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Glee, Skrat, thank you so much for playing with Mason and I. Thank you so much for indulging in this. We'll have to get up another one at some point, so we can storm the castle
Tomorrow.
One day.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you, viewers, for being here. Please go over to Moonskull. Go support Dan and Kristen. Watch their show, Signal of Screams. It's supposed to be kind of a horror. And go enjoy that. And thank you so much for being here. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.